It started like any other Friday night. 14-year-old Ellie Thomas sat cross-legged on the living room floor, her fingers greasy from popcorn, the television glowing blue in the darkened room. Her parents were out for their anniversary dinner, leaving her alone in their modest, two-story house on the edge of town. She had the whole place to herself until midnight. Freedom. She didn't hear the knock. Not at first. It came again. Soft. Then a little harder. 3 taps. Then silence. She muted the TV, heart already quickening. Her eyes went to the clock. 9:03 p.m. She wasn't expecting anyone. Ellie crept to the window, careful not to step on the creaky floorboard near the entryway. Pulling the curtain aside just enough to see, her breath caught in her throat. A tall man in a dark hoodie stood on the porch, his face shadowed, his posture too still. He knocked again. Ellie stepped back from the window, adrenaline flooding her limbs. Her phone. She grabbed it from the coffee table and quickly dialed her dad. No answer. She tried her mom. Straight to voicemail. A text pinged. Her mom. Just sat down for dinner, sweetie. All okay? She didn't want to scare her. Maybe it was just someone lost, or a delivery driver at the wrong house. But Ellie knew that something wasn't right. Then the handle turned. The door didn't open, but it rattled violently, like someone testing how strong it was. Ellie bolted upstairs, silent and fast like a cat, heart pounding in her ears. She ducked into her bedroom and locked the door. Her phone trembled in her hand as she dialed 911. A calm voice answered. 911, what's your emergency? Ellie whispered. Someone's trying to break into my house. I'm home alone. The dispatcher's voice was steady, reassuring. Stay on the line with me. Help is on the way. Are all your doors locked? I think so. Her voice quivered. I saw him. On the porch. Do not engage. Find a safe place to hide. Stay quiet and keep this line open. As she clutched the phone, she heard it. The unmistakable sound of glass shattering downstairs. He was inside. She bit her lip to keep from screaming. Ellie looked around the room. Her closet was small, too obvious. The bed was too high. Then she remembered the old crawl space under the floorboards in the hall. Her dad had pulled them up once during a renovation. She slipped out of her room, the floor cold and unforgiving beneath her bare feet. The house was too quiet, like it was holding its breath. Another crash downstairs. He was searching. Ellie reached the panel in the hallway, pulled it up carefully, and slid herself down into the narrow crawl space. She replaced the panel silently above her. It went dark. Her breathing echoed in her ears. The smell of dust and old insulation filled her nose. Hello? Came a voice from the stairwell. It wasn't friendly. It was soft, almost curious, as if the man wasn't just looking for valuables. He was looking for her. Ellie pressed herself flat against the ground, phone clutched tightly in her hand. The dispatcher's voice continued gently in her ear, telling her to stay calm. Help was minutes away. Then, footsteps, heavy, slow, deliberate. The creak of the stairs. The floor above her groaned. He was on the 2nd floor. She heard her bedroom door open. Silence. Then movement. He was opening drawers, knocking things over. The sound of wood splintering. He was searching every room. Ellie's phone buzzed softly. Her friend, Lila. Hey, what are you up to tonight? The buzz was loud in the silence. Too loud. The footsteps stopped. He had heard it. Panic surged up in her throat as she silenced the phone. She didn't dare breathe. The panel above her creaked. For a moment she thought she'd scream, but then, sirens. In the distance, then closer. The intruder hesitated. More footsteps, fast ones, retreating down the stairs. The front door slammed. She didn't move until she heard the dispatcher say, "Officers are on the scene. They're entering the home." Even then, Ellie was frozen, shaking, her cheek pressed to the dirt beneath her. A voice called out, "Police! Is anyone here?" She pushed the panel up and peeked out. Flashlights, blue and red lights strobing through the windows. She climbed out, weak in the knees, as an officer caught sight of her. "You're safe now," he said gently, but she didn't feel safe. 1 week later, the door had been replaced, the broken glass cleaned. Her parents didn't let her stay alone anymore, but at night, she still heard it. The creak of footsteps, the soft knock on the door. And one night, when she returned from school, she found something tucked under her pillow. A note, scrawled in jagged handwriting. You hide really well. Next time I'll find you.